Testing, one, two, testing, one, two. Okay, great. Hello, everyone. Yeah, I am here. I am back. And, how are you guys doing? How's your evening? Great. My evening is doing well. So, let's just see what we have here. So, I already uploaded the the Valorant video that I did yesterday, which is like actually 2 days ago now. Which is going to be up on my YouTube page if you try to find it. So I uploaded that, and one of the comments from the video, despite all of that, saying you from at WT was said you should cover TFT events too. Now I was thinking to myself, and I was like, all right, maybe I should cover some TFT events. I've been watching a few TFT events, but maybe I should cover it. So here's the idea: I'm going to do TFT. Now, here is the kicker, everybody. I am not going to do like watching a 6 hour match and just like be bored of myself. I am not going to be that kind of guy. I am not going to do that. I think if I were like the people of TFT, the More Dogs, the Kents of the world, I would want some VODs, some VOD review. Like, okay, give me like VODs of game one, game two, game three of each tournament. Or maybe like, time coded it, time stamped the whole thing. Instead of just like, having to watch like 6 hours longer than trying to find a way like, okay, just find a way to get to game two. I feel like, that's what's going to be the solution. So I feel like, um, making TFT VODs will be absolutely cool, but I don't think that will happen. Maybe there's some logistics around here, but that will happen. So let's talk about a TFT event that has already been recently played. It is the TFT Runeterra tournaments. So as you can see here, there's a lot. This is the set 9. Let me just see. This is the Runeterra Cup. The Runeterra NA Shurima Cup. No, that was the 13th. Okay. I'm just gonna go S tier. Let's go S tier. Let me just go S tier around there. Let's go. TFT Runeterra Reforged Championship. Okay, that's the main event, of course. That's the main event. That will take place around November. Regional championships, no. East, no. Okay, just go A tier. Let me just go A tier. I just wanted to find the most recent tournament, of TFT. It has to be around one then. Okay, yeah, no, that's trying to find it here, trying to find it here, trying to find it here. Yes, the Runeterra Reforged NA mid-set finale. Yes, and this tournament has been won by Krumex. Yeah, Krumex, our own Team Liquid Krumex, right behind Dish Soap, Dart Knob, and Prestavint, which means that all four is going to go to the regional finals, and then the rest of them will have to play Noxus Cup. And you got your boy Milk, you got Replay, the NA champ, the world champion, of course. They'll be participating in the Noxus Cup. Now, the Noxus Cup is like, one of, and it's how do I say this? It's one of those regional tournaments that will have to get you into the qualifying, of course. So let me just look at that. And this, we don't know what the tournament is, but this is like, it's gonna take place from September, the end of September until October with 160 players. Sheesh, that's a lot. So that's a huge situation. And then you got like regional last chance qualifying that's also coming up, of course, in North America. So that will be a tournament that is organized by Riot Games and Giant Slayer. So, let's just look at the play. I mean, let's just click on the player list. Let's just see which players are in the spot for the last chance qualifier. So for the Frelia Cup, let's see. We got Dish Soap. This is from the, oh wait, this is a July 31st. Okay, I think this is the wrong one. This is the wrong one. Okay, so Yeah, as of July, I think Dish Soap is like the number one player in all of NA, which is like huge to the sense because I think right now I feel like Dish Soap is kind of like my favorite to probably represent NA for Worlds. I will have like Dish Soap and Crewmax right now. I think Dish Soap is a really, really good person. He's got a good personality. He's really good in streams. I watch him. Yeah, I watch his games. He's really, really good and really, really solid. He's also have a person funny has a pretty wholesome personality, so I like him at that. So let me just see. So let me just do something right here. These are TFT streamers that I like. Okay, so let's just go Keen. Keen has that little cockiness in himself. You know, he's always cocky. He always says like, "This is a first and all this kind of stuff." But the guy is really, really smart. He used to play for League of Legends teams, of course, back in the Eon days. But now he's a TFT stranger. He's really good in Korea and now in North America, and also he's OCE. He's a really good job, and I love his creativity and I love his results. Shout out to the editor, of course. Next up is Becca, former player as well. She's also knowledgeable. She was a former Golden Guardians alongside Milk. I used to watch Milk all the time, but not much. But Milk is an okay person. He and Becca are really, really like solid. Of course, they're really like a solid partnership together. Especially Becca, she's always a lovable person. Next up, Bishop. Yep, I watch him. Really watch him. Yeah. So he's also good. I already mentioned about his personality and all stuff. I watched a few, baby. Yeah, I want to feel Baby because I say Baby is probably the god of TFT. He is so smart, so knowledgeable. He knows when to go five. He knows when to roll down. He always has that information in the back of the hand. So I feel like he's like the TFT informational. If you want some TFT knowledge, you go to Baby. And I think this guy is the guy that I want. I mean, consider everything that Mordog have gone through with this set. You know, the Draven thing and everything like that. You know, I will say these words that Mordog is probably the only honest person in all of esports, and not just Riot Games, all of esports. He's probably the only person who streams, who talks about it, who communicates with all the people, who knows what's going on, and being honest with ourselves. How many game developers and how many people will be honest on themselves with a game? You don't see that in Diablo 4. You don't see that in many failed games. You feel like Mordog is the only person who not only streams this game, get dev councils, and then probably like winning. So these are the TFT streamers that I like so much. Now, these are the TFT streamers that I don't love. And this is going to be really controversial here. Yeah. So, yeah, let me just go with him. Now, look, I get it. K3 Soju is a wonderful guy. He's got that personality. He's a LeBron James of TFT and all that kind of stuff. But boy, oh boy, he loves the bitch. He loves to really complain about it. He loves to talk about, like, this thing is so broken and all this kind of stuff. No, dude, it's a game, all right? It's a game about luck. It's a game about skill, all right? Look, here's the thing. Here's a little thing about me. I am an average diamond player, okay? I will never, look, here's the thing. As much as I play the game, as much as I wanted to win and I wanted to learn, I will never get masters. As much I have now admitted that my diamond is going to be my average, and that's okay. That's going to be the limit I'm going to go, and that's fine. I would love to go to masters, but there are players that are so skilled, so capped. And look, here's the thing: TFT is being played by millions of people. In order for me to get masters, I have to be so good that I have to beat other good players as well. Players that are highly capped, players that are highly skilled and all that kind of stuff. And I don't do that. My mentality, my fragile mentality cannot do it. I played a game a couple of times. I played a game a couple of times. I kind of be kind of good at it, and sometimes it kind of feels like I should have rolled more, or should I played a little slow, or all kind of things. Like my mental is not that strong enough to play a high risk, high game like TFT with all the luck and meta skills going on, and also changing the meta. Like, listen, here's the thing: I am not going to be the slave of the meta. Okay, I'm not going to be slaves to any meta. I will play the meta, but I will not be slaves. I will play whatever the frick I want. I will play any kind of game, any kind of matchup, anything I want. I do not want to play the meta. I am not a meta person. the day I play with a meta thing, I kind of feel bored and something. If this is going to be like, okay, yeah, I will play Yumi, I will play Yumi reroll and all this other stuff, but I will be bored at that time, and I do not be boring. I'm a different person from you and I. I'm a different person to all of that. Second person is this girl. Yeah, always complaining, talk too much, kind of complaining, a little bit of all this kind of stuff, but she's fine. She's a fine woman, and yeah, that's all I have to say for about it. So that's just only two persons that I kind of watch. Um, this is also the other person. Yeah, Keon. Yeah, I don't get it from him. I don't get it from him. Yeah, that's just who I am, of course. So these are the people that I don't watch. This is not a knock on them. This is not a hate on these people. It's just that these people, I mean, no way, not for me. So yeah, that's just a little bit of my personal TFT things. So yeah, let's see what's coming up right now. So I think the mid-set invitation was finished. We got the Rotera Regional Finals, and then we got some South Korea finals with the Japanese lobby. We got Korean lobby, the OCE. So we got some big regional finals that's coming up around like October or something. And then we got the big finals coming up in November, which is going to be around after Worlds. So yeah, I think that will be the huge stuff. So speaking of Runeterra Reforged, the set is going on right now. It is set 9.5 right now, and it's gonna be all about the horizon bound. So this is the mid set. So this is kind of like the mid set update, of course. I'm gonna just look. I'm gonna be doing that for a little bit. Now I only played like two. Now listen, I only played like two games so far, and I'm just gonna say I'm kind of feeling getting used to it, of course. So let's just get on with it. So let me just see. Bilgewater is in there. New like traits, of course. Ixtel is also a new trait. You gain your elemental elements, and we'll give them bonus of the game. One hex, two hexes, like three hexes, or four hexes, of course. You got your Milo, your Kiana, and your Nico. It's a new territory, of course. You got Reaver King, who is using his cutlass in the front two rows and the pistol in the back two rows. So Gangplank is a new thing. And also Vanquisher, which is going to be damaging the Vanquisher, will gain you bonus and critical health. Which means, here's the thing, do not build... No, come on. No, do not build Gwynsues on Zaya. Okay? I'm heeding you guys a warning. Do not, for any circumstances, build Gwynsues on Zaya. Just build crit items. She already has crit. You don't need... Man, I'm gonna be like Mordog right here. I'm gonna be the voice of reason, Jin and Ash are down from the Deadeye situation. In fact, Deadeye is still there. Yeah. Oh no, Deadeye is gone. Deadeye is gone. Yodels is gone. Shadow Isles is gone. Redeemer is gone. So no Senna, no Callista, no Euclid, no Aphelios. I think Aphelios is still there. I don't think Aphelios is still there. No Zon. In fact, probably no Zon. And probably no Zeri, which is actually a blessing in disguise. But you still have, like, Mila. She's still there. And Noxus, still there. So you got some new one cost, of course. You got Graves. You got Alawi, who is a Bastion. Like, what? A Bastion. Look at Alawi and tell me she's a Bastion. Look at her. No, she's not a Bastion at all. And then you got Milo with Invoker, and I mean, look, look at this, look at these numbers. Look at these numbers. He's looking good as a 3-star. You can reroll Milo for days and nobody complaining about it. We got Nyfera, who is also a new champion, of course. She gains Omnivamp and it deals damage and Darken, so she is good. And I'm calling her she, of course. She's a Darken Jurima challenger. Hey, Atoms, you got a new friend. You got a new friend coming into the studio. His name is Nafira. You and her have a good relationship. Yeah, and that's that. Kiana is an Exile Slayer Rogue. I think she's more frontline, of course. Dash isn't knocking her up. I think she'd be fine. And look, oh my god, look at this. No, come on. You're replacing Timu with TF. What? Where is it? With the Timu hate. Look. Timo is a fine champion. Timo was a fine champion. He got the shrooms. He's got extra damage for being a 4 cost, and he's pretty much reliable. He's reliable, but now you're replacing him with TF, who's going to like throw cards, deal damage, and 1.5 seconds. And you look at this. I mean, he's fine, but he's going to get capped. No way. No, thank you. Misfortune. Okay, listen. I'm gonna show you something, right? I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show you something. Okay, I'm gonna show you something. Okay, I'm gonna show you something. Misfortune have guns. Okay, she has 2 guns. All right, she has 2 guns and 2. We're gonna leave it at that. She has 2 guns. She's a mercenary. She has been screwed over by Gangplank, of course, many times. How come she's a multicaster? Nope, wait, not a multicaster, a strategist. Strategist. Oh, no. You should have just twisted this thing around to make Misfortune multicast and TF the strategist. You could have just turned these 2 around and nobody would have lied. But nope. You have to do that. Juggernaut, Bilgewater, Nautilus. Okay, that's fine. Riptide, of course, with 30% dollars. That's fine. Nico's a Bastion. All right, fine. Because of course Nico's kind of a tank thing with Pop Blossom and everything. That's her R. That's fine. That's kind of fine. And then you got Quinn, who's Launch Valor and Column Row. She's also a Demacia Slayer, and of course I played her, and I got a 3-star of it. I mean, I didn't win, but I think like Quinn 3-star is kind of like, all right, she's fine. She's not gonna be a world beater, but she's capable of like dealing damage and doing well. She's fine, I guess. Fiora, ladies and gentlemen, we're going back to set 6 Fiora. I haven't played Fiora, but I really want to play Fiora before the set comes out. She has Blade Ward, would become unforgettable and strike the courage 4 times, deal damage, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, she's the set 6 Fiora, the Enforcer Challenger Fiora, and she's Challenger again. So good luck, I guess. Mordekaiser, he's a Noxus Slayer. God of Death, it deals the damage up, killing them enemies in his state, so he like grow big and then slash people, like what Mordekaiser did. I think the last time I saw Mordekaiser was like set 5, I guess. So I think it's set 6 Mordekaiser. I guess. Let me just see. Let me just look at the last time we got the Mordekaiser. Oh no, he's got the Mordekaiser. That's an Ace Mordekaiser as well. I want to know. Oh yes. This was the Dragon Slayer Legionnaire Mordekaiser. Yeah, this was the Dragonair Mordekaiser. That's the last time I saw him like the same ability. So that was Mordekaiser thing. Neela, the Formless Blade. She attacks a gold dealer damage and every turn strike physical damage and grants attack speed and gains shield. Save in the dash place. All right. So Neela's kind of useful, I guess. And he got Silco. He's back, baby, and so does Arcane. Hopefully we get 2nd season. Hopefully. Please. Anyways, Undercity Tactics. He throws a violet in nearby enemy, covering adjacent hexes and shimmer. Enemies affected by the shimmer take magic damage and allies. So he's back. And he's... aight. He's aight, I guess. He's fine, but he's not like... Is he a carry? I guess? No? Alright then. Then he got Zaya, Nomricon, Saj. Summons Feather to coverage with 70% attack speed and AP. And every Feather removes 6 armor for the first combat until they hit the end of combat. And the Ionia bonus, it attacks are restored. Wait a minute. Zaya? Ionia? Let me just look at the lore here. Wait a minute, let me just look at the lore. Lehothal tribe. She's a Vastaya with the Spirit Realm. And let me just see the Vastaya. Wait, let me just see the Vastaya. So she's probably in the same situation. She's in a chimeric race, descendants of the mortal that take a base of spiritual powers. So let me just look at the lore a bit. Okay, so she's a Rotera. Oh! Beastal powers like Rengar and Ari. Okay. Okay, so it's like, beast-like animal creatures, and yeah, okay, so she's like Ari. In fact, they remove Ari and replace it with her. Okay, so that pretty much fine. So Zaya is a vanquisher and all kind of stuff. Do not build Gwinsu. Thank you very much. That's your PVA, PFA or something. Gangplank is a build water gunner, Reaver King. He's a Dreadway. Cutlass passive. Gain 50 armor and magic resist. Attacks ignite the target, dealing 2 damage. Pistol range attacks, green damage. Summon the Dreadway to sail across the board, crashing into the first enemy. Yeah. So I played that game. I saw the 7 build water. They hit me with a ship so many times. It was a brutal thing. It was a brutal thing. And then of course here the champions are being dead. I'm go I can't, I don't want to do tasks because I gotta get copyrighted, but da 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 da. All right, and then some new items. Let me just turn on the lights just a bit. Okay, so new items here. They replace Q-Cone with Adaptive Helm. The holder gains bonuses based on their starting position. Front 2 rolls, 15 ability and 30 armor resist and magic resist. Back 2 rolls, 25 ability and 15 mana every 3 seconds. So, hey, you don't have to build Q-Cone. That's great. You don't have to build Q-Cones and just like, this is just 2 people standing there. Now, you can build this as a standalone item and just be like, you're fine. And you can use it for a front line. I mean, you can use it for front line, back line. It's pretty cool. Nice. Crown Guard. Shields a holder for 30 seconds of their max health for 8 seconds. When the shield breaks or expires, gain 40 ability power. So Crown Guard replaces Locket. I see like Locket is no longer valuable, of course. I mean, they even changed the Locket, but even then, that's probably a dead item Locket, so no thanks. Evan Shroud. Ooh. Grants 15 armor and magic resist for the first 10 seconds of combat. 30 sunder enemies within 2 X's and reduce armor. So this replaces like Zephyr, which is okay. I think we've seen a lot of people rat with Zephyr. I mean, I kind of rat sometimes, but I'm not gonna be like building strong to just rat people. All right, that's not my nature. If they're gonna beat me, they're gonna beat me. If they don't, well, that is what it is. But I think changing that, it will be pretty much fine. Nash's Toot. Combat Taunt, which is like, this replaces ZZ Rod, which is also a taunt thing, so that makes sense. On that, the Vaughn spawn upgrades is taunted nearby enemies. And yeah, so this replaces like ZZ Rod. So yeah. But also I think I seen it from the game that it gains like attack speed or something, but of course this is a new thing, so Night Harvester replaces Shroud. This is deal with 50% bonus damage and increased 30% and 60% health. And Steric's Gauge replaces Zeke's once per combat and 60%, increase max health by 25% and gain 30% attack damage in the rest of combat. So that's pretty much something. Ages of Legion, combat start. This is a support items. Combat gain powers all allies in the column behind the holder, granted 30 mag speed and 20 armor, which is a support item. Banshee's Veil, grant the holder and allies 1 hex in the same control immunity. Chalice of Power, grant 20 almost. Okay, this is always the same thing. Needless is Big Jam. Locket of Iron Solari, okay. Needless Big Jam, I know that. Obsidian Cleaver, I know that. So, Radiance, I know that. Shroud, I know that. Virtue of Martyr, heal all allies for 70% of their max health for 5 seconds. When the holder dies, increase it by 200% and continue duration for 10 seconds. Oof, that's something. Okay, and then ZZ Pro rolls here, then Zephyr is here, then Zeke. So they did not remove that. They make it like supported items or something. So there's that. Okay, so great. So that's the new stuff. That's probably the new stuff. That's probably the new stuff here. Yeah, that's the new stuff that's going on with the TFT world, and of course now the second half of the TFT tournament, which is going to be the last mid set, of course, is going to take place around this set. So we're gonna have a couple of tournaments here or there, and of course like there gonna be a couple of tournaments here, and then of course it all leads up to the return for tournament, and then of course we get the TFT Vegas Open main event, which is gonna take place on December 8th to 10th. Will be the very first LAN tournament since like when Keen won it in season 2. That was way back when. Now people told me this is the first LAN event, but I remember correctly that was TSM Keen won it. So if I remember correctly, that was actually right. So yeah, lots of TFT stuff. So Here we go. Whoever made that comment about TFT events, I already caught you up with some TFT stuff. It's a little bit of a short thing, but something I have to do. League of Legends is kind of like in like boredom right now, so I don't want to do that. I just want to do something that is fun. So hey, thank you so much for watching. Maybe next time I will do some League of Legends stuff. Or maybe I don't, and maybe I'll do something else. So keep the comments going, keep the likes and subscribes going, and I'll be in social medias. Maybe not much social media, of course, but I'll be there answering your comments and all the kind of stuff. So see you later, everybody, and have a good evening.